Hey coaches, wanted to say good morning to you and welcome to day number 3 of our Coach Bootcamp. Just had to tell you a couple things. It's so great to see how you're processing and what each of you is starting to learn on the from the book The Slight Edge, and that's been I think a cool thing for me. Just a great reminder of some of the things that I already know. And I think probably you also already know. So it's really great for you for me to see you process that and to you kind of learn that. So awesome. So good job. Today's day number 3. Hopefully yesterday you spent some good time looking at what it means to prioritize your day. And the important thing is we can't just make that a knowledge thing. If you listen to The Slight Edge, he talks about the idea of there being learned knowledge, and then there needs to be activity or action-based knowledge. And so it's this thing back and forth between learning the knowledge that you need to know and then applying. Learn, apply until you become a master of whatever you're trying to do. And so if we're going to try to become master coaches and master business people, we just need to keep continuing to learn and then apply that knowledge. To learn and apply that knowledge. And so beyond even just the business side of this is really helping apply this to life. So I'm hopeful that you spent some time being able to learn what it means to prioritize your day, and then to be able to use that information just to really get the things done that you need to get done each day when it comes to your life and your business. Because what we really want to do is this: we want this to integrate into life and not just to be this like horrible burden or something that you're but that you actually look forward to it. With some energy and with that little bit of intention, and then it's not like just all the time is eating up any bit of free time that you have, but also understanding that it is going to take some sacrifice. So we're going to move forward today, and I'm going to talk to you about 3 particular things. One I'm going to talk to you about is belief. We need to have belief in what we're doing in order to provide people with a solution that we are offering. So that's number 1. That's really important. Number 2 is I want to have us remind each other of our whys. So why we are actually doing this whole coaching thing and what it means to be a Beachbody coach for you and why you're doing it. And then number 3, we need to talk about and establish what it looks like to have a team call happen for us this week. So I'm going to talk to you about all those 3 things. So let's start with number 1, having belief. Really a critical piece in the Beachbody puzzle for me was when I finally had belief in 2 things. Number 1 was I had to have some belief in the products themselves. One of the big ones that hit for me was Shakeology. I had to finally have belief that $129 was worth spending that, or that Shakeology was worth spending $129 on a month to help people get healthy and to help them live full lives. Okay, so I had to get over that help, number 1, and number 2 is I had to get over the belief that I actually knew something that people could have value, or that I could actually add value in this whole health and fitness side of things. Okay, and I think you don't need to be a health and fitness expert. You don't need to have a degree in it in order to still offer value. So I would say if you would look online, particularly, let's talk about the second one first, and then we'll head back over to our first one. So the second one, the idea of if you're looking for some kind of you're looking for some help on anything, let's say it's home repairs, or you've got a particular interest that you're looking, a recipe, whatever thing, you don't always go to like a flat-out expert, right? People go to Pinterest. You know, they'll go to Pinterest. Hey, I need to find a great recipe. I'll go to Pinterest. Or, hey, I need to figure out something how to fix my toilet. Where do they go? They go to YouTube. Okay, so they're not necessarily finding the expert necessarily who does it, just someone who is actually helpful. So for you, in order to have that belief in yourself, I just want to remind you that even if you know 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 things about health or fitness, and they were working for you, and maybe this are things that work for the people around you, you can then offer value. So value is really all you have to offer. You don't need to be an expert to offer value. And so people are looking for people to add value to their lives. So constantly in that process, as you're considering what you're posting, as you consider how you're helping people, it's about adding value. And then that's when you start to get more belief in yourself, because you're like, hey, I may not know everything, but I know a few things. Okay? How do I set up a calorie goal? Do I set up a calorie goal? What does it mean to help somebody get on a regular 5-meal pattern versus eating 3 big meals? What does it mean to help someone get in on a workout program that is going to incorporate some cardio and some strength, or anything that you can do to add value? If you start to build that confidence in yourself and you start to have that expertise, learning to become somewhat of an expert in this, it doesn't have to be a professional expert, but a learned expert, then you're going to have confidence. You're going to have belief in yourself. So that's number 1. Number 2, belief in the products. Okay. All I want you to do is go to YouTube and, just for kicks, go on YouTube and search for P90X or T25 or any type of results from any Beachbody program. Okay? Just go ahead and search that, and you're going to find some great results. And almost every single one of those people is going to have Shakeology included in part of that. Okay? I'm telling you, and I'll say this from my own testimony specifically too, it's how I lost my initial 20 pounds. I was able, and I didn't really have clean eating at that point, so I'll just be real honest. We have so many countless examples of people on our team just doing Shakeology that really have found great results. And so I want you to, if you don't have that necessarily, that belief in for yourself yet, that it's like the full month, I'm betting you that you have a small testimony though. Some of you, 7 days being on Shakeology, you could say, hey, I'm feeling like I'm stronger, I'm feeling like my cravings are feeling more full, or cravings have subsided, I'm feeling more full, all that kind of stuff. So having a mini type of a testimony can be really helpful for you in terms of having that belief in the product itself. Because let's face it, I'll be honest, if you don't have that belief that Shakeology is actually worth that amount of money, there's no way that you're going to be able to communicate that with confidence. You're going to fumble, you're going to stumble, and you're going to apologize for the price. If you apologize for the price, there is that place where people are going to go, well, wait a minute, are you ripping me off? What's the deal? I don't know. What's the deal? Is this some kind of a scheme, and you're selling me snake oil here? What's the deal? Pointing to tons and tons of results, and just knowing maybe a few of the ingredients and knowing some of the whys behind the what, okay, that you are getting. If you haven't viewed specifically the Tony Horton commercial of him at the grocery store and him being the checker, you got to make sure that you check those out and understand just a few of the basic elements or basic ingredients within Shakeology to help. Remembering that it's specifically a full meal replacement shake. It's not protein powder. It's not a diet suppressant. It's natural, so you're going to satisfy your body. There's a ton of ways to talk about Shakeology, and we'll probably do a whole separate thing about talking about Shakeology, so it'll really help you. Okay? So knowing that and having that belief in both yourself and belief in the products is going to make you that much better of a coach, because then you'll be able to connect people with our solution, which is the Beachbody Challenge. And the Beachbody Challenge is not just some kind of a program where we're doing the whole thing. Remember, we've got a great fitness program paired up with some great nutrition, including Shakeology, paired up with great support being involved in a challenge group. So, a threefold thing that really helps people make progress, Beachbody Challenge. Got it? So that's number 1. Number 2, your why. I'm going to ask you a couple questions here, and I'm going to want you to comment in the comment section underneath this post on Facebook. I want you to comment and answer a couple of these questions for us. Number 1, why are you a Beachbody coach? Very simply. So if someone were in the elevator and you had about 30 seconds, maybe 90 seconds, tops. Okay, let's aim for the 30. If you have 30 seconds to explain this, maybe 3 or 4 sentences. Why are you a Beachbody coach? Number 1, okay? And then number 2, I would love for you to write out a little bit longer version of your why, which would be, hey, maybe I'm gonna send this as a message, or maybe I'm gonna record this in a video format. Some of you have done maybe a bio type of video already. We talked about that last week on our team call. Just summarize a little bit longer than version of what that might look like. And so I would love for you then, I'm going to ask you very crazy here, I'm going to ask you to post your why in the longer form. Okay? So I'm going to ask you to post your why in the longer form in a video format in this group. Got it? Write out the short form, post the longer form. And that's going to be a separate post. You don't have to make it a account. It's okay. There's not that many of us in this group, so that's great. So those are your 2 assignments. I want us to get so solid in our whys that then what happens? As we spend our time and as we are discerning what our schedule looks like, then you're able to make great decisions based on the why. Because if the why is not strong enough, you will absolutely not spend the time making things a priority for your business. Guaranteed, it won't happen. Because if your why's not strong enough, it's like, yeah, I want to maybe make a couple bucks here and there, whatever. It's like, yeah, maybe if I feel, you probably won't. But if it's a strong why, and I can help keep pointing you back, and the people in this group can help pointing you back, why are you doing this? What's the reason why you're doing this? Will really help you solidify this and then move forward. So that's going to be your assignment. So you got short form, like a couple, 3 or 4 sentences, why I'm doing this. Long form, video, okay? And you can post both those as a separate post. So I guess, and maybe the best way to do it is to post your name, your video, and then in your comments of your video, whatever, post what that shorter version is, okay? That's awesome. I think it will really help you dial this in. I'm going to do it myself too, so I can kind of lead the charge on this. So we'll be in great shape. Finally, number 3 is we need to establish a time to meet as a coach team. This group of us in the boot camp. I'm thinking either Sunday night or Monday night. I'm looking at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, I guess at this point for us, depending on when this is being played. But Eastern Time, I'm just going to ask you, and what I would love for you to do, and this is where I do want you to comment in this specific one, okay? I need you to go, I would love Sunday at 9 o'clock is the perfect time for me. My second choice would be Sunday at 8, or it'd be Monday at 9, whatever. I just want to know so we can get an idea. So those are the 2 time slots that we're going to do here. I'm not going to go crazy trying to figure out if everybody can make every single one. It's okay. But we're going to do this for the remainder of coming forward, so it's either going to be Sunday or Monday coming up next, and you'll be able to rock this. Okay? So, understanding all this, guys, I hope you have a great day today. We're solidifying our why. We're getting our belief rolling, and then we're really going to focus in on trying to get together as a coach team, because I think that's going to encourage us. And just hearing some of the struggles and hearing some of the things that we are. So that one, because I'm talking at you so much here, I'm going to do less talking in these and have you guys do more of the talking and figuring out what our issues are and what we can do to help each other. Okay? So keep rocking and do a great job as a team. And awesome, guys. Let's go.